Hey there, and welcome. Look, we're all trying to tackle this universal challenge, right? How to cut through the constant noise and clutter of modern life to find a little more clarity, a little more purpose, and honestly, just some calm. So let's dive right in.
Does this sound familiar? You finally sit down to get some work done, and boom, your brain gets pulled in a dozen different directions. You've got notifications popping up, like 20 browser tabs open, and that nagging feeling in the back of your mind that you're forgetting something really important.
Yeah, if that sounds like you are definitely not alone. It's kind of the default setting for life these days, isn't it? But here's the good news. There is a path back from all that chaos. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how you can reclaim your attention and find that peace of mind we're all searching for.
So the solution isn't some magic trick. It's actually a framework of 3 really powerful interconnected skills. I want you to think of them like the 3 legs of a stool, okay? You've got focus, organization, and simplification. If you can master these, you're building this incredibly stable foundation for a life that's not just more productive, but a lot more joyful too.
All right, let's kick things off with that first pillar, mastering deep focus. And this part is absolutely crucial. Focus is not some special talent you're born with. No way. It's a skill. It's a muscle. And just like any muscle, you can train it. And we're going to show you exactly how.
The whole foundation of better focus really starts with mindfulness. And look, this isn't about emptying your mind or becoming a Zen master overnight. It's much, much simpler. It's about training your mind. The key insight here is that just a few minutes a day, seriously, just a few minutes, of paying attention to your breath or your senses can physically rewire your brain. It strengthens the very neural pathways that control your attention span.
But listen, you can't train that focus muscle in the middle of a circus. It just doesn't work. Before you can even start a task, you have to become the architect of your own little focus zone. And we're talking about simple actions here that are a total game changer. Things like turning off all those notifications, or even better, just moving your phone into a completely different room. Seriously, try it.
Okay, so you've set up your environment. Awesome. But now for the big question. How do you sustain that focus without completely burning out? Well, there's a brilliant technique for exactly that. And it's all about balancing that intense work with necessary rest.
And the magic number is 25. Yep, 25 minutes. This is the core of the famous Pomodoro Technique. It's all about working in these focused 25-minute sprints. And the genius of it is just how simple it is. 25 minutes, that feels totally manageable, right? It helps you crush that resistance you feel when you're looking at a huge task.
So here's the rhythm. You work with intense, single-minded focus for 25 minutes. When the timer goes off, you have to step away for a 5-minute break. After you do 4 of these cycles, you've earned a longer break, like 20 to 30 minutes. This structure is amazing because it trains your brain for sustained attention while giving it the recovery time it desperately needs to avoid burnout.
Now let's move on to our second pillar, designing an organized life. Because once you've started training your focus, you need a structure to direct it, right? And this isn't about being rigid or boring. It's about creating systems that free up your mental energy for the stuff that truly matters.
Organization really starts with a routine. When you establish a morning routine or block out specific times in your calendar for specific tasks, you eliminate what's called decision fatigue. Your brain doesn't have to constantly ask, okay, what should I do next? The decision is already made. The structure's already there.
And this applies to your environment too. A cluttered desk or a messy computer desktop isn't just an eyesore. It's a source of low-grade stress that's constantly distracting your mind. An organized space, both physical and digital, directly supports a clearer, more organized mind. They're totally connected.
Now, to give your organization some direction, you need clear goals. The SMART framework is a fantastic tool for this. It just makes sure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is what turns a vague ambition like get in shape into a concrete plan like run 3 times a week for 30 minutes for the next 2 months. One's a dream, the other's a plan.
Your brain is incredible, but it's not a hard drive, so let's stop treating it like one. You've got to offload the mental work of remembering appointments and paying bills to the tools designed for it. Automating these things frees up an incredible amount of cognitive bandwidth for the stuff you actually want to think about.
And now for our final pillar, the one that kind of makes the other 2 possible, the power of simplification. Think about it. A focused, organized life is really hard to maintain if it's just overstuffed. This is all about subtracting the non-essential to make room for what truly matters.
This is such a crucial distinction. Decluttering your closet is great, but true simplification is about decluttering your calendar and your commitments. It's about learning how to say no so you can give a really powerful, intentional yes to your priorities.
This really becomes the guiding principle for simplification. It's the filter for every decision you make. You just have to ask yourself, is this truly essential? Does this truly matter to me?
Let's be honest, our digital lives are often the most cluttered part of our world. So, instead of checking social media constantly, try batching it into 1 or 2 specific times a day. Or unplug for an entire evening. These aren't just feel-good ideas. They are powerful strategies for reclaiming your time and attention.
You know, a key part of simplification is mental. It's an inside job. By practicing gratitude, maybe just by journaling 3 things you're thankful for each day, you train your mind to focus on what you have, not what you lack. This just reduces that constant, stressful desire for more.
And this is where you really see it all come together. It's this powerful, self-reinforcing cycle. A simpler life creates the mental space you need for deep focus. Better focus allows you to organize your tasks more effectively. And an organized, structured life reduces the stress and decision fatigue that made you want to simplify in the first place. See how they all feed each other?
So, as we wrap up, let's make this real. Please don't try to change everything all at once. Just focus on this one question. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is the one thing, one commitment, one notification, one cluttered drawer that you will simplify tomorrow?